Hello, hello, is it me you're looking for? Ugh. This is the only thing I hate about, when you after you have surgery, it's really kind of crazy because it's like everything. I just feel like it takes so long to get back to looking normal, feeling normal, acting normal. I'm trying to open up my Spotify. I have a new tablet, and this new tablet is a droid based situation. Now, yesterday, mind you, I downloaded Spotify so that I would be prepared. I sat here, I did it there. There it is right there. Did everything that I needed to do. And lo and behold, I'm still having complications today. This don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. No, never mind. At all. But the good thing is, at least we are cooking with grease now. Okay. So, all right. Here we go. Welcome, 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 everyone. And thank you so much for joining me. Today is um, Thursday, October the 12th. Now, didn't we just pay rent? We just paid rent last week. Shit. Or mortgage. I pay rent. So it isn't like, not like that yet. But anyway, so a couple of things that happened in my week. Um, Nothing. I laid on my back and just elevated my foot and um, just tried to get better. That's all I could do. That's all I could do. Let me put this on meditation because people continue to, you know, rock the boat and call me while I'm on the air, and they act like they forgot that I do a podcast. And I'm a little offended, but I'm gonna be all right. Okay, I'm gonna be okay. But remember that anyway. So basically today, what I wanted to talk about, and I stopped. If you'll notice, I stopped putting the titles on there because I wanted to be the element of surprise for everyone. And I kind of feel like it's nice to have you come on and be surprised at what I'm going to talk about. Now, you know, sorry about that, but I feel like I just invite y'all into my bedroom. I live in a studio. Hey, the bedroom's here, the living room's here, and thankfully the kitchen and the bathroom are separated. But I have to put my lipstick on in this little area. I do it. So anyway, let's talk about Amazon. Now, I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm a little pissed off at Amazon in that they have decided, you know, just one thing is notify me. Let me know what's happening. Okay. Y'all got people for everything else. Y'all doing commercials about, oh, we put you through school and we do this and we do that and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. While you're on the job, and you how you want to help people. So put them people to work and make them do some emails to let us know what's happening over there and that you done changed some crap up, because that makes me so disappointed in the way that they handle things. And what I mean is they set up there and I don't know if this has happened to y'all. I'm sorry. When the cat comes over here and messes up my green screen. So sorry about that. And I'm just irritated because I'm just not going to let the small stuff get all, go away, go away, or else you're going in the cage. I'm just not going to let the small stuff get to me, because if I do, I'm going to go nuts, nutso. So I just don't. But anyway, I don't know how y'all feel, but basically, I go to order something and it says, hey, you know, um, there, if you order $25 worth of merchandise, then we will get it to you tomorrow, deliver it to you tomorrow or overnight, basically. And I don't even know why they changed the verbiage to overnight. We know what overnight is. It's tomorrow, okay? It's not like, it's this, that, or whatever. So long story short, I go, I order the item. Y'all, I paid for this crap. And next thing I know, it says arriving next Wednesday on the 17th. So what I did was the first thing I ended up going to back to the options because like it will also say ships overnight based on a color or a size or whatever. So this particular item was actually the color I wanted, and what it did was it was $33. Okay, that was because the 10th and the 11th were Amazon Prime days. If y'all don't know. And so that meant that you got stuff off, like an extra discount or whatever from your membership. Long story short, I took some medicine that helps with my nerve pain, and it makes me like it likes to it makes me mess up words and knocks me out. And 2 times I like to fall. Lord have mercy on the I just say, Jesus, take the wheel, be offense. Okay, but anyway, get in the cart, says it's going to be here next Tuesday, the 17th, which was basically 6 days away from when I had ordered it. Not a prime delivery, correct? Because I know I'm not crazy, but that was not prime. So I was just livid because I feel gaslit and I feel like you're lying to me. So long story short, and I'm gonna stop saying that because it's never short, and we have 30 minutes. So hey, um, I go to the site again and I start looking at the other selections, and come to find out, y'all, what they did was they lowered the price and the timing on this one particular color, and then if you came back after a certain amount of time, so 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, you came back after a certain amount of time, they had higher priced ones available where they would ship and be here tomorrow. Okay. So in other words, if I got the one in the color that I wanted and it was $33, then there were others that were in colors like pink and purple and blue and whatever that were $49. Okay. And so because they were $49, they basically kind of got you there on that $33 one overnight thing. And then what they did was they 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 took all the least expensive ones and said you won't get them till next Tuesday. But if you want it now, you can get it to Friday, 2-day delivery. So I called Amazon because I'm like, what is going on? Why are y'all doing some of the stuff that you're doing? That isn't right. Like that's just whatever. And so this girl, she goes, well, Uma, mm, Uma says, well, you know, when we talk about Prime, it's 2 days from the day that the actual merchant ships it. I was like, Uma, hold up, Uma. I was like, girl, just stop talking. Stop talking, Uma. And the reason I'm trying to tell you to stop talking is because you're not going to sit here and gaslight me with your little script. Okay. Now, we have never been told that it's 2 days from when the merchant want to ship it. That's the reason why, hell, no offense to China or any other country, because we use things from each country and we need each country. But when China was going through what they was going through, see, the thing about it is, in my experience, China has been a lot more family oriented and they're business savvy, and they really try to please their customer, and I appreciate that. So they got back on track as soon as possible. But just like I told Uma yesterday, I said, look here. I said, we didn't have ants or we didn't have ants moving. We didn't have flies flying, and we didn't have trees a blowing during COVID. But Amazon was. Matter of fact, I worked for Amazon to make me some extra money because I couldn't do any Ubering. And I did have some contracts that I worked on in IT, so I did that. But I was making sure I stayed on top, whatever. But Amazon was moving, okay? And we were up in the Hollywood Hills. And any of you that know about Hollywood Hills or the hills in general, okay? Unfortunately, And actually, this was more like out by the yeah, they were the Hollywood Hills. Anyway, point is, I get up there and the GPS directs me to the back of the house. And these houses are massive, of course, you guys. So I'm looking at it, and it has a fence behind it. It has this big old elect electronic like electricity type of box or whatever. And I'm thinking, where am I supposed to leave this? Because I'm damn sure about to leave it right here, on this gravel. But then I called Amazon. They were like, no, no problem. And then the girl goes, okay, it should be fixed. I look in there, y'all, it done rerouted me. And she had the abilities on their logistics and stuff like that. Amazon is like Air Force One. Don't get it freaking twisted. But what they've done is, and I know this because I decided I was going to have get my pajamas back up and work on those till that I can do those on Amazon. And long story short, they called me, did a whole interview. I had to hold my passport up. She's doing like on FaceTime, but it's on a system that they have, and so on and so forth. And they approve you or deny you to have a store. Then there's other stores where you might want to buy a blouse, but you try it before you buy it. So what you do is you go into this location, and it's like this kiosk. No people are in there, but this man I picked up from an Uber, he was going to install cameras because they have cameras, and it's kind of like almost like it gives you the feeling of the vending machine or the Carvana where you can pick your car and it brings it down and let you, because what this does is you go in, try it on, and decide you're going to buy it, and then you pay for it, and then it lets you leave out the doors. And so Amazon's trying all this new crap, just like Uber's trying the driverless cars and different things like that. And I feel like all of these people are way too far ahead of themselves, because Amazon, you had some shit that worked, okay? Why would you change the trajectory of what we're doing? Now, there are some lawsuits going on. The FTC decided that they was going to sue Amazon for misrepresenting themselves, on their sites, saying that they offered a lower price on their sites when they really didn't. Now, we know that. We've been knowing that. Now, the problem I have with that is don't hide behind that, because if you do offer a lower price, guess what? It's better for me because I don't have to go and shop for it if that's the type of person I am. At the same time, the FTC is basically stating that Amazon also charges sellers high fees and forcing merchants to raise their prices on their platform, other merchants. So from this, the e-commerce sites, in order just to keep their products competitive on Amazon, they're having to lower these prices and do all this other stuff. Come on, Wi-Fi, please quit playing with me. But the complaint, basically, as mentioned, sets forth basically all these details. Now, look at here, Blue. Baby Blue. Can you please keep it going? Keep it moving. Oh, they're like toddlers, I swear, but they're so cute. Anyway, so the complaints, have been detailed allegations, and they basically saying is noting how Amazon is now exploiting its monopoly power. And we know that. We know that they're doing that, just basically to enrich themselves. But at the same time, um, the FTC chairman, Lena Khan, said she had this prepared statement, right? And she was talking about how American families stop on this platform, and the hundreds and thousands of businesses they rely on Amazon to reach them. Okay. Now, that's what I'm talking about, because all of a sudden now Amazon is blaming it on the merchant. Okay. Well, if the merchant is not obliging and y'all not on one accord, then guess what? Y'all need to get rid of them. Okay. Or you need to step it up a notch and go back to what you was doing. I can't believe, are all your warehouses empty? I mean, what's really going on? Because again, during COVID, y'all was killing it. We didn't have any problem. Apparently, you didn't have any problem. You was probably sending your own planes over to China to pick up stuff and bring it back. But if the FTC gets its way, then the result would be fewer products to choose from. So that's going to be an impact, and higher prices, slower deliveries for consumers, and reduced options for small businesses. So it's the opposite of what antitrust law is designed to do. And Amazon's general counsel, David Zapolsky, said in his prepared statement that it's going to create problems, for businesses. You know, that we're disregarding customers' experiences by replacing relevant search results with paid advertisements, favoring its own brands or other products it knows to be of better quality, and charging heavy fees that force sellers to pay nearly half of the total uh, uh, prices that they're paying now. But here's the thing: bump all that. I knew it was going to end. I knew it. I called it. I remember having a conversation with my sister. I was like, I said, this ain't going to last for long, this whole Amazon thing. It's not going to last for long. You know, this complaint accuses the company of engaging in anti-competitive pricing through their measures that sellers are offering lower prices on their product, like Temu. But see, a lot of times behind the scenes, Amazon owns them shits too. So I don't know, but the lawsuit says Amazon varies listing offers at lower prices. And when you get down to it, see, this is what kills me. Who pissed in the FTC's cornflakes? Okay, because you don't get mad about it until somebody does something to you to make you mad about it. Okay, they must not have delivered. What the hell? I'm not sure what happened to my recording, but it just stopped in the middle. And I do recall getting some type of maintenance thing from T-Mobile about my Wi-Fi, and everything keeps intermittently pausing, with the exception of the YouTube channels. I mean, I am not for it. I am not here for it today. Okay, everybody needs to get their act together. And ma'am, if you're gonna stay up here, keep your little paws to yourself. Oh, she's so cute. Anyway, so yeah, I'm on my soapbox. So I called Amazon. I was like, looky here. I was like, I really don't appreciate it that you're, and again, this is where their problem is, and they're still doing it. And this is what makes me so pissed off about these big conglomerates. It in LA is a I love LA, I enjoy it here, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. But they're number one in scamming, because until somebody comes and makes them do it, they're not going to do it, or not going to stop doing what they're doing. So the reality of this is that when it comes down to it, no, here, just get down this way, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The reality of the whole thing is this: that until the FTC wins this lawsuit, or makes them do it, they're not going to do it, because they're still doing it on a different level or different realm by saying, oh, you have Prime, we're going to take your $15 a month, $14 and some change, rounded up $15, and basically let you believe that we're gonna get it to you in 2 days. But once you pay for it, okay, the only thing we could do is cancel the item or refund you or whatever, and then we're going to basically allow the merchant, because you know, it's like this is Amazon at the front end, and this is the merchant in the back end. And Amazon is advertising all their stuff the way that they've been doing, with the knowing that the reality is, excuse me, that there's a possibility that you're not going to get it in 2 days. And instead of them divulging that, this is what the FTC needs to be suing them about. But instead, they're on that level about the money, and I get it. But we have not complained about paying for stuff with the convenience of not going. Now, Target, Walmart, all of y'all need to be on post, and get your stuff together, get your people right, because everybody's going to start ordering from y'all. And y'all need to make sure that you know, uh, all your ordering systems, I want to say Cisco, but I don't think everybody uses Cisco. All your ordering systems are right, and get this stuff together. Because my whole mind and mentality is, I have I have ways to buy a lot of this stuff, but if I buy it, it's going to be in bulk, and I don't want it in bulk. And sometimes it's not in bulk, but sometimes they'll send me just a sample so that I can get it. But it's just like when everybody was getting free, or not free, but at one point you used to have to go through a process to get not a passport, but to get TSA clearance. And then during COVID, just because they wanted to make money, they was like, okay, we're doing this and doing this and doing this. And it's like everybody's TSA approved now. And I don't care because it doesn't bother me. But at the same time, what it does is it inflates those lines when they were designed to make sure that people got through them in a faster process, and you were rewarded in a way for being, you know, dang, I forgot some water, a good citizen. So anyway, all of it is blase, blase, BS. And it's very, very unfortunate that, you know, in business, as I've been told, there are no ethics. And so we knew that from the beginning. The FTC knew that, you know, there's the settled based Amazon.com Inc. said that the FTC is wrong on the facts and the laws, and they departed from its role of protecting consumers and competition. But if the FTC gets its way, the result would be fewer products to choose from, like I said, and higher inflated prices. But what are we going to do? Because the thing about it is, if in the media and in all of these different formats, they begin to exploit or say things and blow things up and magnify situations and scenarios to where the American people become afraid. And it's like, oh my God, Bob, go and buy all the toilet paper because we may not have any. But guess what? If you run out of toilet paper, you're going to find something to wipe your ass with, okay? What we do need to focus on is you can't go and steal all the water because you think that just because you got there first come, first serve. Then they have to put limits or whatever because people don't know how to share. So, I mean, the government, I mean, not the government, but the media puts all this stuff out there, and then everybody becomes frazzled and so on and so forth. And next thing you got a big war on every freaking thing going on and around the communities. And it's crazy. It's a frustration that we cannot support and should not support, but also one that is seemingly getting bigger and bigger, but they're illegally maintaining monopoly power. And it's a pattern of illegal conduct, and it blocks competition, allowing it to get all the monopoly power to inflate prices, degrade quality, and stifle innovation for consumers. And the funny thing is, if you'll recall, long distance companies had divestiture, and divestiture allowed for anybody to go out and have a long distance company. Same thing here, and because AT&T used to own everything, Bell, Southern Bell, Northern Bell, whatever. Uh, 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 I forgot what it's called in New York. Oh my gosh, it was on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, all these different Bell had a monopoly, and then you had AT&T. AT&T's name, it was like they really was Southwestern Bell or Bell, but then they branched out as AT&T. And then you had um, I see it, yellow and black, Sprint and uh, uh, see, I'm going way, way back because it was another one. But anyway, and then everybody decides, okay, the best way for us to do this is to I told you my words, because the medicine has me like, um the the best way for us to survive is in an acquisition. And so whoever has the most money acquires them, and they negotiate, okay, well, we want to keep our logo. Okay, sure, Bob, no problem. You know what I mean? Sorry, Bob's, but Bob is an easier name to use. But bottom line is, this is BS. I appreciate the Federal Trade Commission coming out with this or whatever. But if it means that I'm not going to get my Amazon order in 2 days, I say leave it alone. Because I told Amazon, I said, look, you could look at my order history. I'm getting something every day. Now, if I have a problem, maybe, I don't know. But I need these things. These things I need. They're things that I need, and I order them from Amazon. And then another thing, you used to be able to go to Amazon, and if I wanted, like these little things right here, I'm going to show you. These are adapters, and they take the iPhone like you can plug in the iPhone right there and turn it into a Droid type of connector. And I know they have a name, but I can't think of it right now because my mind is, after this, I'm going to sleep. But what I'm saying is, you used to be able to go on there and type in anything that you wanted to find and find it. Now it sucks ass. Sorry, Amazon, but you know what? Y'all get it right, or it's gonna all be wrong for you. Forget about the inflated prices. Quit making promises you can't keep, and quit having your little people gaslight us. And then you could tell they got a whole slew new people answering the phone telling you shit because they don't know nothing. If you're gonna put me on hold, make sure you come back with an answer, little girl. Don't come back 20 minutes later and you saying, "I'm sorry, but I need to transfer you to somebody else." You knew that when you picked the phone up, didn't you? Girl, let me tell you, man, boy and child, Jesus take the wheel because our economy sucks. And we have people at certain levels who fight for things that they want, because I don't know in here where the American people is really tripping off of certain things. But what we do want is our prime shipment in 2 days. Amazon, thank you and have a good day. I'll be back after these messages with trending topics, guys. You know what? Y'all are not about to do this.